welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a tutorial. It's going to be a Thanksgiving look. Thanksgiving is right around the corner and I'm that kind of person that will go on YouTube before an event or before any kind of holiday and will search up like a makeup look because the day of I am going crazy. I don't know what to do with my makeup, so this is why I'm bringing this video to you guys. So if last minute you don't know what you're gonna do with your makeup, you could just search up a Thanksgiving look, and this will be one that I will be creating. So if you would like to see the look that I am going to create today, please keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off by doing the eyes, and to prep the eyelids I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And we're gonna apply that right over the lid. And we're gonna start blending this out with our finger.
Now I'm gonna apply it on my second eye.
So once we're done blending that out with our finger, we're gonna take you can either take a white eyeshadow or a translucent powder. And you're gonna wanna set the concealer. So today I'm using the Airspun Translucent powder, which is the one I use in almost all my videos because it's freaking amazing. So to apply that all over my eye, I am gonna take the Morphe M139 blending brush. It's just a fluffy blending brush that's gonna help me distribute the powder onto the eyelid. There's Otis hairs everywhere! So we're just gonna apply that on both our eyelids. This just helps the eyeshadows blend out way easier and evenly. Once you are done setting that concealer in place, we're gonna move on to the eyeshadow. So for eyeshadow today, I am going to be taking my self-made. So we're gonna take this orange shade. So for the blending brush, I'm going to be using the Morphe M513 brush, which looks like this. I'm gonna take this one. If you can't see this, I will link it down below and you can go check out the brush. But these brushes are super good. So taking that orangey color, we're gonna start applying that right into our crease. Like that. And you want to do the same exact thing to the other eye. Okay, so you gotta make sure it looks something like this. And then with a clean brush, what you want to do is kind of blend out the edges to smooth it all out. And you're not depositing more color, you're just simply blending it with the clean brush. Now moving on to the second color, I'm going to be taking, this is also a palette that I made on my own from Morphe, as you can see. And we are going to take this shade right here. This is more of a burnt orange, and it's a little bit more brighter, so it'll brighten up the look. For this one, I'm actually going to take the same exact brush, the M513. So we're gonna pick that up, and you want to start picking up little by little just because the color is a little bit more intense and you don't want to just pack it on there and then it'll be harder to blend. So make sure you do like little by little. So you want to pop it right underneath the crease. I'm actually going to take my clean blending brush because it's looking a little bit harsh here, so I just want to blend that out. Okay, now for the next color, I'm going to take this one that's in the same palette. And remember guys, I'm going to name these, I'm going to put these all in the description box. So I'm going to pick this one up. Just right on the tip of the brush, and we're gonna pack that in the crease softly. You want to do it very softly. Now I'm actually gonna switch palettes. So you guys know I love Morphe. I always use Morphe, any kind of Morphe. So this is the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be taking this shade right here. My palette's disgusting. I just used it. So we're gonna take this shade right here, and we're actually gonna put that right above our crease, like where our transition shade kind of goes, like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it will look something like this. So I'm gonna take this Urban Decay flat brush, which looks like this, and going back into that shade that we put on top, which is this one, we're gonna apply that onto the lid. Okay, now on the outer corners, I'm actually gonna intensify it, and I'm going to add some of, I don't know if I should do this one or this one. Actually, I'm gonna do this brick color. And we're gonna start applying this right out here. Try and blend this inwards. Okay, so now going into my Anastacia palette, the Self-Made palette, I am going to take this shade right here, which is called Buttery, and I'm gonna pop that right on the brow bone. So we're gonna take this and pop it right here. Once we're done applying that, we're gonna move on to lashes. I'm not doing any liner. For today's lashes, I'm going to be using these right here. Okay, so before I put those on, I am gonna prep for falsies. So I am gonna put a little bit of mascara and curl my eyelashes. For lash glue, we all know what I use. I do use the Lust glue, and this is the most disgusting bottle. It's dirty, it's old, I need a new one. The glue is super tacky, so I mean, it's kind of a bad thing and a good thing. But the bad thing is that when you pull it out, it's already like super sticky, but I mean, you don't get to wait that long to apply the falsies. So moving on to the skin, I am going to start by putting on this MAC Strobe Cream. And we're gonna apply that all over our skin. For primer, I am going to be using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Now for foundation, I am going to be mixing my Bro. So I'm gonna be taking my L'Oreal Buddy Infallible. It's a tiny bit too dark for me, so I'm going to mix that with the L.A Girl Pro Coverage foundation, but this is the white one. And I'm putting this on a little palette, which looks like that. I've been wanting to try a new foundation, so if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations, please comment them down below. I don't know, I'm over the ones I use. And this is my damn beauty blender. Now moving on to concealer, I am going to be taking my Tarte Shape tape. I'm almost out of this. I do use this in the shade Light Medium. I'm gonna start applying this under my eyelids, under my eyes, on my chin, the bridge of my nose, and also onto my forehead. So again, going back to the Airspun loose powder. To set that, I'm taking my Morphe Y11 brush. Now to set the rest of the face, I am taking my MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade C6. And taking this powder brush from BH Cosmetics, we're just gonna set the rest of our face. Moving on to contour, I am taking the Morphe M105 brush, which looks like this. And of course, nothing new. I am using my Lorac Tantelizer, which is the mini size. We're gonna start bronzing up our face. Now moving on to blush, I am taking my Sephora blush in the shade Healthy Rose, which looks like this. And taking this Morphe R14 brush, we're gonna pop that right onto our cheekbones. For my favorite part, highlight, this is my absolute favorite. I'm gonna take Fuego. I'm gonna take the Morphe M139 brush, dip that in there, and pop it right here. So once we're done with the highlight, we're gonna move on to our lower lash line. So for the bottom lash line, you wanna take just the same colors you pretty much used on the top and just use them on the bottom. So to start off with the waterline, I am gonna line my waterline. Taking the Urban Decay one, the one we used to apply our yellow, we're gonna go back into that color. So we're gonna start going on the waterline. And once we're finished packing that one, we're gonna go into one of the burgundies. So it should look something like this. Once you are done with that, you can add some mascara on your bottom lashes, which is what I'm about to do. Now for the lips, you can do something very dark, but since I am going out and sometimes I feel like dark tones don't always go with my skin tone, I'm gonna do something brown. I'm gonna be using the Italia Lip Pencil, and this is in the shade brown, and I'm gonna outline my lips with that. And as you can tell, I did fill in the whole lip. And right over that, I am going to be using the Vivid Hot Lacquer from Maybelline, which looks like this. And this is in the shade Unreal. One last thing that you always have to do, especially if you're gonna have a long night, is spritz your face. Spray it with a setting spray. I normally always use, if I don't have the Urban Decay All Nighter, I do use this one. But I mean, I hate when it's this low because it'll start spritzing it like very chunky, and I feel like it'll stain my face. So I did pick up the MAC Studio Fix from Ulta, and this is the baby size. So I'm gonna be using this to set my makeup. So you want to hold it far because it spritz really far. So once you finish that, this look is complete. This is how it turned out. Honestly, I really like it. So okay guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you recreate this look, please tag me on your pictures. Send me your pictures. You can add me on Snapchat, my social medias. I will have them linked down below, which I always do in every single one of my videos. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, then go ahead and do that right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.